No, I think I'm going to carry them as long as they'll let me have them.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the greatest career highlights of the one and only Taylor Swift. So hold on to your cats and let's go.
I want to work really hard while society is still tolerating me being successful.
Number 10. Tim McGraw and Taylor Swift.
But when you think Tim McGraw, I hope you think my favorite song.
What better place to start than right at the beginning? Swift's debut single, Tim McGraw, was released in June 2006. She reportedly conceived the idea for the song, inspired by her love for country star Tim McGraw, while daydreaming during math class. Swift then wrote it in about 20 minutes. Oh, and did we mention she was only 15 at the time? Her self-titled debut album followed a few months later and also included the classic hits Teardrops on My Guitar and Our Song.
Our song is a slam and scream door, sneaking alley, tapping on your window.
It lived over 3 years on the Billboard 200 chart and was certified 7 times platinum. All these years later, we sure are glad she was passionate about music and not trigonometry.
And tell them you want to hear a song called Tim McGraw by this girl named Taylor Swift. Please.
Number 9. 52nd Annual Grammy Awards.
This is my first Grammy, you guys.
Taylor Swift and the Grammys are like peanut butter and jelly or cookies and milk. 2 things that just sort of go together and nobody really questions it. This loving and fruitful relationship started in 2010, when Taylor Swift won the Grammy for Best Female Country Vocal Performance for White Horse. That same night, she also won Best Country Song for White Horse and Best Country Album and Album of the Year for Fearless.
This is the story we're going to be telling over and over again. In 2010, how we got to win Album of the Year at the Grammys. Thank you.
Taylor was also one of the night's performers, singing alongside the incomparable Stevie Nicks, and 2010 was only the beginning. As of 2024, she has won 14 Grammys out of 52 nominations, and is the only artist to win Album of the Year 4 times.
I feel this happy when I finish a song, or when I crack the code to a bridge that I love, or when I'm shot listing a music video, or when I'm rehearsing with my dancers or my band, or getting ready to go to Tokyo to play a show. For me, the award is the work.
Number 8. Miss Americana.
You know, my entire moral code as a kid and now is a need to be thought of as good.
There's a cost to being a celebrity at the level of Taylor Swift.
So this is my front yard. And I'm highly aware of the fact that that is not normal.
Your every move and every choice is heavily scrutinized and often criticized. This can lead to adverse consequences, as Taylor reveals in the riveting and personal 2020 documentary Miss Americana.
I just need to make a better record.
Well, Reputation is a great record.
No, I'm making a better record.
No topic is off limits, as we're taken on a journey covering Taylor's career over the years, her first foray into politics, and her struggles with negative press, eating disorders, and mental health. All the while, she is trying to discover who she is and what she stands for. We're not all multi-platinum recording artists, but this documentary shows us that if we all found our voices, the world would be better for it.
Constantly having to reinvent. Constantly finding new facets of yourself that people find to be shiny. Be new to us. Be young to us, but only in a new way and only the way we want.
Number 7. Winning 6 American Music Awards in one night.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand with every guitar string scar on my hand?
As of 2024, Taylor Swift holds the record for the artist with the most American Music Awards wins at a whopping 40 wins. A large part of that happened over one night, with Swift winning 6 awards just during the 2019 AMAs. Those notably included Favorite Pop/Rock Album for Lover, and Artist of the Year and Artist of the Decade for Swift herself.
The fans who have hung in there for 15 years of me doing this.
These awards allowed her to break the previous record of 26 wins held by the great Michael Jackson. In her acceptance speech, Swift expressed her desire to create something that lasts. Whatever the future holds, we're confident she's already done that.
All any of the artists, or really anyone in this room, wants is to create something that will last.
Number 6. Reputation Stadium Tour. Not a lot of people are able to sell out 1 or 2 stadiums, much less 36 stadiums across 7 countries, but Taylor Swift can. The Reputation Stadium Tour kicked off in Arizona in May 2018 in support of her 2017 album of the same name. It ended 6 months later and included shows in Japan, Australia, Ireland, and New Zealand. The tour was noted for its use of the snake imagery during the performances, building on the Reputation album theme. A supporting concert film, Taylor Swift Reputation Stadium Tour, was released on Netflix after being filmed at Arlington's AT&T Stadium. The tour was highly successful, breaking attendance records, winning numerous awards, and generating nearly $350 million in revenue. Number 5, All Too Well 10-minute version. This lengthy version of the deeply personal fan favorite was initially developed while Taylor was on her Speak Now tour, and finally released on Red Taylor's version a decade later.
The version of All Too Well is what was originally written for the song before I had to cut it down to a normal length song, because that's, you know.
It became the highlight of the album, with some critics calling it her best song yet. As of September 2024, it is the longest #1 song in Billboard chart history. Taylor also stepped into the role of filmmaker when she wrote and directed All Too Well, the short film, starring Dylan O'Brien and Sadie Sink. The video takes us on an electrifying journey of a relationship that spectacularly implodes, and the female protagonist who has to get up and dust herself off. It won the Grammy, MTV VMA, and AMA Awards for Best Music Video.
This short film was 10 years in the making, and the only reason I got to write and direct this short film is because you, the fans, chose the song All Too Well.
Number 4, Billboard Woman of the Decade.
I saw that people love to explain away a woman's success in the music industry. And I saw something in me change due to this realization.
The 2010s were a monumental decade for Taylor Swift. She released 5 albums, had multiple tours, successfully transitioned to pop music, won so many awards, and became one of the world's biggest artists. In honor of all her accomplishments, she was named Billboard's first Woman of the Decade in 2019. In her acceptance speech, she reflected on her career while highlighting misogyny in the music industry and other challenges faced by artists and songwriters.
In the last 10 years, I have watched as women in this industry are criticized and measured up to each other and picked at for their bodies, their romantic lives, their fashion.
We'll just add artist advocacy to the list of reasons we love her, along with great songs, awesome music videos, and an enviable knowledge of cat breeds.
Go.
Scottish Fold, Ragdoll, Ragamuffin, Maine Coon, British short hair, exotic short hair, American short hair, Devon Rex, Cornish Rex, Sphinx cat, Abyssinian, Persian, Siberian, Burmese, Norwegian forest cat.
Number 3, Time Person of the Year.
But we picked a choice, someone who represents joy, someone who's bringing light to the world, someone who's taken her own story and made it big enough for everyone.
Every year for nearly a century, Time magazine has crowned one individual their Time Person, or Man or Woman, of the Year. This is their choice for the person who has had the most influence on society.
We debate this throughout the entire summer and fall. Picking one person who represents the 8 billion people on the planet is no easy task.
In 2023, Taylor Swift became the first entertainer to receive this incredible honor, usually given to heads of state, captains of industry, political activists, and the occasional pope. Among other factors, Time cited Swift's monumental success in the music industry and her ability to transcend borders and reach a global audience.
Also, it's been a really awesome year. There's been a lot to be happy about.
In a world that is increasingly divided, one thing you can count on is that there are Swifties everywhere.
It's too much. Thank you for the friendship bracelets.
Number 2, Taylor's versions.
When something says in parentheses Taylor's version next to it, That means I own it, which is exciting.
In 2019, Scooter Braun acquired the rights to the masters of Swift's first albums when he purchased her original label Big Machine Records, leading to a heated dispute between Braun and Swift. As a result, Swift decided to re-record those albums with the title Taylor's Version.
I think that artists deserve to own their work.
The albums would also include previously unreleased songs. As of September 2024, 4 re-recorded albums have been released. Fearless, Taylor's Version, and Red, Taylor's Version came out in 2021, followed by the Taylor's versions of Speak Now and 1989 in 2023. The albums defied all expectations and were a massive financial and cultural success. Taylor Swift was called 2021's greatest pop star and was praised for reclaiming ownership of her music and empowering other artists to do the same. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Fearless World Tour, her first headlining tour, over 100 shows in the US and abroad. Dr. Swift. Swift was awarded an honorary doctorate of fine arts from New York University in 2022.
Not the type of doctor you would want around in case of an emergency. Unless your specific emergency was that you desperately needed to hear a song with a catchy hook and an intensely cathartic bridge section.
1 million in 1 week. Speak Now sold 1 million units in just 1 week.
It's been a habit that I've had in my life, where if there's something that's just so that I don't know what to say or I don't know what to think about, I just go silent until I know what to say, and that's usually when I write a song about it.
Top seller of the year. Fearless was 2009's best-selling album.
I'm so proud of this album, and I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of having people that have my back out there and, come out to the shows and buy the albums.
The Swifties. Taylor's fans are fiercely loyal, devoted, and protective of their favorite pop princess.
You just made me feel so powerful.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The ARs Tour.
So you and we're about to go on a little adventure together, and that adventure is going to span 17 years of music, and it's going to be one era at a time. How does that sound to you?
Taylor Swift was never one to keep things small, but with some 150 shows in more than a dozen countries and 5 continents, the ARs Tour made everything that came before look like picnic a cappella. It was a Herculean tribute to 17 years of music that combined epic choreography with intimate acoustic performances, all to rapturous fan applause.
So make the friendship race, let's take the moment and taste it. You got no reason to fear.
The tour made Taylor the first billionaire to earn that status through music, and boosted economies around the world as politicians jockeyed to have Taylor perform in their cities. Fans who couldn't make it or couldn't get enough got the home experience with the ARs Tour film. While we have no doubt that Taylor is going on to bigger and better things, we are never ever getting over this tour. Which of these phenomenal career moments resonated with you the most? What other Taylor-ific moments should have made the list? Let us know in the comments below.
They said, babe, you gotta fake it till you make it, and I did.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.